anything you talk about, always remember, if you talk about something, you must prove it. Oh, if you say you are a cleaner, you have to prove that cleaner, you have to show that bro your picture where you are sleeping like this. That is what they want. Yeah guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, you're welcome. I welcome you, and then I urge you to subscribe to my channel because I have a whole lot of content so that you won't miss any of my next videos, right? So, and if you've been following me, welcome back. You just welcome back. You know how they do Amabi. You know, right, that I like to give you correct informations, correct gists with proofs and evidence, right? So welcome everybody back to our channel. It's our family channel. I'm just the one handling this traveling Canada journey aspect. All other people, Nora is handling food parts, relationship parts, lights. That one is handling baby's parts, baby. So it's our family channel. Welcome everybody. So in my last video, in case if you have not seen my last video, I talk about the 3 things that the visa officer always check for, what always make them to approve application and what always make them to reject application. 3 vital things. Go and watch the video. I talk about it. And in that last video, I talk about how to open your CIC portal, that is IRCC, how to create your account, how to have your own portal, each of the section, each of the documents that you will see on your portal. I talk about all that. So go back and watch the video before you watch this one. And if you have seen that video, let's continue our gists. So in this video, I'm going to talk, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to tell you what I listed, the document that I uploaded in each section on my portal. You understand? I will show you the documents and I will tell you the process where I got them and how I got them, right? So this one will be boju. This truth, these facts, this is straightforward something. You understand? So first thing first, once your admission has been approved, go and do your medical. You understand? Go and do your medical exam, because let me tell you something. Canada will not ask you to do medical exam. It's not a requirement before you apply. You can apply without medical exam, but after they have approved your application, they will ask you that they need your medical results. You understand? So they will send you a message, send us your medical results, right? So now, if you now go and do medical, they call it medical requests. If you now go and do medical exam after that, it will still take about, before you book for medical, book a slot, it always take about 3 weeks before you could see a space, because those medical centers, it's always full. There is no always close available dates. You get, if you check. So before you see any, the closest one is always like 1 month, 3 weeks. So imagine that visa officer send you that they want to see your medical result. So if they send you, let me give you this expo. If you submit your application, maybe you didn't submit your medical result with it, and you got a medical request, they ask you to go and to provide your medical request. That means your application has been approved. You understand? Before they could send you that, oh, where's your medical request? You know that your application has been approved. So like I was saying, just imagine that they send you that, oh, where's your medical request? Before you could book a slot, it always take about 3 weeks to 4 weeks, which is 1 month. And after you will finish the medical, you will upload it to them, Abi. Before they could reply you, it might take up to 2 months again. Before they could see the message, before they could open your application again to go and check that medical in your profile, it might take about 2 months again. So like 3 months has wasted. If you need to start school now, 3 months has wasted. But just imagine that before you submit your application, You've done your medical. When you are submitting your application, you submitted your medical results with the application. So when the visa officer is checking your document and is fine with all your documents, and then he approved your documents, he will not need to request you to go and do medical again. Since your medical is attached with your application, he will just send you your passport request. He will just approve you direct that, hey, this is your passport request and your correspondence letter or correspondent letter, anything. You understand? So you get what I'm saying? So I always advise people, always do your medical when you are applying, so that you will not go and face 3 or 4 months delay after your application has been accepted, approved. You get? So here is the process. Canada, they only approved 2 hospitals for medical examinations. You understand? They only accepted 2 hospitals. The hospital, one is Q Life, which is in Lagos Island. Q Life is in Abuja too. Q Life and IOM. Yes, Q Life and IOM. So those are the 2 hospitals that Canada approved where you can do your medical. You cannot just walk into any hospital now. Just imagine that in that Nigeria, just imagine that you just walk into any hospital to do exam, to do the medical exam. You can just tip the doctors now. Hey, doctor, Alpha, help me to just run this thing out. But they don't do that. You have to go to their own hospital, which is the Q Life or IOM. So this is the process. You have to book online. I know about Q Life because I booked there. It's 40,000 naira. The medical is 40k, 40,000. But the IOM, I think it's more expensive, about 48,000 or so. But Q Life is what I use, which is 40k. So, I cannot see something that's expensive there and go and use something that is more expensive now. So I cannot see something that is less expensive and I'll go and use something that is expensive. So Q Life, book online, go to qlife.com or Q Life something, type it on Google. Okay, it's showing on the screen. And then book online, book your slot online. You will see it, then make the payment. So once you make the payment, they will give you the date that will come. So on that day, make sure you arrived there as early as possible. You understand? If your appointment is 10 o'clock, get there around 9:30. You get, so you can pick number. Don't late. You understand? Get there early, pick your number. So once you enter the gates, you will see the security people. They will direct you and they will pick your number. They will call you when it's time and then they will do the test. If there is no much people there that day, the day of your appointment, it might just take you about 20 minutes to finish the whole thing. Yeah, just 20 minutes. But if there are a whole lot of people there, it might take longer than like 2 hours or so. So the day I went, that day we're just like we are not much that day. And then within 25 minutes, everything is done. So the test they will do is that they will do your blood test, your urine test, and then they will check your eye. If you can see very well, they will ask you to read some letters on the screen, in front of you. They will ask you to move back and read it. And then they will press your stomach to check if you're not feeling any pain, if you don't have any internal injury. They will do chest X-ray for you, chest X-ray. And also, if you have tribal mark, owed extra money, you understand? Go with your card. Because if you have tribal mark, if they notice any tribal mark on you, they will ask you to do another test, extra test, tuberculosis or what do they call it? I don't know. So they will ask you to do another test. Me now, I have a tribal mark here. Though it's faded, but that doctor saw it. She was like, "You have a tribal mark?" I said, go and pay for another test. Like, they have to do another test, extra test for you to make sure that you are not infected with that, what they used to do, the tribal mark. So if you are going and you have a tribal mark, make sure you go with your ATM card because you have to do extra tests. You understand? I think that one cost about 9k or 10,000. You understand? So make sure so that you'll not be stranded there that day. So after that, after you're done with the test, they will give you a slip, a confirmation slip. Yeah, that's it. They will give you a confirmation slip that is the slip that you are going to submit on your portal when you are submitting your application. Okay, so make sure you keep that slip very well. What I did was that immediately they gave me the slip, I snap it, because I know that's the copy that I will send. That's the soft copy that I will send, so that in case if the copy they gave me get lost, I can just upload the one that I've snapped. So that is that for medical. You understand? So fill all the forms. 2 forms. There are just 2 forms you have to fill. I talk about that in my other video. 2 forms you have to fill. The application form itself, which is let me check the number. It is IMM1294E. That's the application form which you have to fill, and also the family information form, which is IMM5645E. So family information forms. Fill both. So after you fill both, then another section is the passport photograph. So Canada, they have their own passport requirement. So it has to be white background, you understand, and then you are not putting on any dark glass. It has to be light, as in clear glass, and then your 2 ear have to show, you understand. So in case if your 2 ear, one of your hair is disappearing, you can use tissue. You can just use tissue to raise it here. That's what I always do, because my own hair always, this my, what are they calling this? It's always cover my hair. So what I always do is that, like, see now, you're not seeing my 2 hairs, right? So whenever I want to take passport photograph, they always put tissue here, so that my 2 hair will show. So in case if your hair is like me, use 2 tissue, then white background, then it has a requirement, the size has to be, you get. So, and there is one app that you can use to reshape your picture even after you snap it. So your passport photograph, submit it. You'll see that section there where you need to upload your passport photograph. And then the next thing is your international passports. They will ask for your international passports. So this is it, guys. If you have travel experience, like if you have traveled out of Nigeria before, this is what you need to upload in this section. Like if you have traveled out of Nigeria before, maybe you have been to some other countries, so you can save your space, because each section have size that you can upload in each section. So what people always do is that they will go and upload all their documents in the client information section, and that with that one they will not be able to upload everything, because the computer will be telling them that the size is too large. So guys, let me give you this trick. If you have traveled out of Nigeria before, you have to make use of this section, this international passport section. So another trick is that what I did was that in each of my document that I upload, you understand, this one is general. In each of my document that I upload, I created table of contents. You get, if you see my application is well arranged, like very well arranged, that if the visa officer is looking for any document, he know where to get them. With all the documents that I submitted, he know where to get them, because the first thing I did, I created table of contents. You get table of contents. I put the name of the document, the number, you understand, the number of page that the document is, and I also make it a clickable, whereby if you click on the table of contents, if you click on any of my document lists, it will take you to the page of that document. You understand? Like I said, I don't want to stress my beautiful visa officer. I know she's very beautiful, so I don't want to stress her. I just made everything easier for her. That was why she was like, this guy, I need to approve you. I know you're first time, but I need to approve you. You understand? So I didn't stress her at all. If you go to the contents, table of contents, if you click on any of the lists, it will take you to the page. So you don't have to be scrolling. So there is a way you can do that on Adobe Acrobat. Download Adobe Acrobat Pro. You understand? And go to YouTube. Go and watch how to link table of contents. Just type it on YouTube. How to do clickable table of contents. Go to YouTube. You will see the process. It's very easy. So that once visa officer gets your documents, make your documents clean. You understand? To allow your document to be clean. If the visa officer is looking for any document, he knows where to get them. You understand? Like I said, my application is very sweet. It's very sweet. So now I created a table of contents for this particular session, international passport session. They said I should upload international passports in this session. But now, since I have travel experience, I've traveled to different places before, and my undergraduate is not in Nigeria. It was in Malaysia. I did my undergraduate in Malaysia. Now, since I know that all the documents that I'll be uploading in this section is still on my passport, you understand? So I uploaded all my travel stamps, travel visas on this session. You understand? But what other people always do is that they will go and upload all these, their travel experience, travel visas, the countries they have been to. They will go and upload it in client information, which will be taking spaces. You understand? But instead of me to upload only my international passport here, I didn't. So if you have travel experience, make use of this section. You understand? So I created table of contents. Then I did number 1, international passports. That is page 2. You understand? Because page 1 is the table of contents. And I did number 2, travel histories. And how did I study visa stamp in Malaysia? So all my study visa that I collected in Malaysia, I put it in page 3. You see that number 2, Russia visitor visa stamp in 2018. Because I've been to Russia. I went to Russia in 2018 as a visitor, right? I put the visa there. You understand? You see number 3, Maldives visitor visa stamp in 2019. I went to Maldives in 2019. I put it there, page 5. And now did exit and entrance for the 5 visits to Nigeria while studying in Malaysia. Because in my SOP, statement of purpose, I wrote it there that while I was studying in Malaysia, I always come to Nigeria during holidays. So that they will not think that, hey, I just abandoned my family like that. I told them how important my family is, that I always come home to check on my family. Like I came home 5 times during my study in Malaysia. I'll just use that to tell them how important my family is to me, that I cannot abandon my family and forget them while I'll be in Canada. You understand? So this is how I arranged my document. Then I now uploaded all the documents. Do you see? These are all the documents that I uploaded. And I uploaded everything. So I made use of my international passport section. So if you have traveled to any countries, make use of this section too. Upload all your travel histories, all your travel stamps. Upload it in this section. Okay? So that's that. So the next one now is the letter of acceptance section, right? Letter of acceptance. You will see another section that they ask you to upload your letter of acceptance. Make use of this section too. Don't just upload your letter of acceptance. Your letter of acceptance, it means your letter of approval, the offer letter that your university gave you, right? So don't just upload that. Make use of this section too, because your client information, that your client information section, you will still have a whole lot of things that you will upload there. So make use of it. You see now, I created table of contents too. Can you see? Table of contents. I created that one too. And now, you see what I did? Number 1, I did education stroke qualification. Can you see? Education stroke qualifications. I now did 1. I now did unconditional offer of admission. Now I put my offer of admission. I put that one. So page 2 to 4. Can you see? Number 2, funding and award offer. Now, if you have funding, please upload your funding here. You understand? But if you do not have funding, if you do not have scholarship, don't bother about this number 2. So you see number 3 now. I now did conversations between me and my supervisor, Dr. Richard. You understand? So part of the evidence Because the visa officer, they want to see evidence. They want to see that what you are talking about, you really have proof for it. You understand? They want to see evidence. You see what I did? Conversation. I went to screenshot my conversation with my supervisor, so that they will not maybe I'm lying. I don't have a supervisor. I put it there. You see the number. I now put WAEC certificates. Do you see? It's letter of acceptance section, no. But do you see how I utilize this section? I now put my WAEC certificates. I put it there. Diploma approval of study in Malaysia. You see, the approval that they sent to me that I can come and study in Malaysia for my diploma, because I did my diploma and BSc in Malaysia. I put it there. Do you see how I arrange my document? Diploma transcript, my diploma transcript, I put it there. My diploma certificate, I put it there. That one is for diploma. I now put BSc approval of study in Malaysia. The approval that I got that I should come and study BSc in Malaysia, I put it there. BSc transcript, I put it there. BSc certificate, I put it there. Which section are we? Letter of acceptance section. Do you see how I was utilizing this section? And I put High Achievement Award certificate. Now, if you collected any award during your undergraduate, put it here. Like in my undergraduate, I won different awards during my undergraduate in my university, Victoria International College. I won different awards, like overall High Achievement Awards. I won it like 2 times. I put it there. Now, next one, Telecommunication Malaysia certificates. Do you see? This Telecommunication Malaysia certificate now, there is one certification that I did in Malaysia, TM Malaysia. The certificate, I put it there. I now put final year research project. The project I did in my undergraduate, in my BSc. I screenshot that research project paper. That orange paper. I snap it and I screenshot some of the abstracts, some of the things that inside my research. I screenshot some of it. I put it in my application because I want to show them evidence that, hey, what I'm telling you is real. You understand? That is what visa officer need. They want you to show them proof that what you are talking about is real. Let me tell you this: anything you mention in your SOP, in your statement of purpose, make sure that you prove it. You submit the evidence, because these are the things that I mentioned in my SOP that I did my research in my undergraduate and won the best student awards and all that. So I had to put the evidence there. You understand? So where am I? See the next one now. Java Programming Language Certification. I have a certification too for Java programming that I did online certification for Java programming. I put the certificate there. BSc graduation pictures. You understand the pictures that I took during my BSc, during my graduation. I put the pictures there. Ministry of Education evaluation report. You understand? Ministry of Education, Nigeria Ministry of Education, they evaluated my certificate after I got back from Malaysia. I went to Abuja to evaluate my certificate. So the report that they gave me that my certificate is authentic, I put it there. NYSC clearance form, because I didn't do NYSC. My age did not permit me to do NYSC, so I did not do NYSC. The exempted form, I put the exempted form there, and I did resume. And I'll use my resume to cover the last one, resume. You understand? So these are all the documents that I upload in this letter of acceptance section, and they accepted it. You understand? So now, if the visa officer is looking for any documents now, he knows where to find it, because I've created a table of contents for everything. You understand? So these are the documents. If you have these documents, make sure you upload them in this letter of acceptance section. You understand? So the next section is proof of means of financial. You will see that section there too. That the portal, it will ask you to upload your proof of means of finance. You understand? So what I did also, like I always do, I created a table of contents too. You understand? I created a table of contents. Now, some people now, because they saw proof of means of finance, right? They will only upload their bank statement there, but I made use of this section as well. I utilize it. What I put there, I utilize it. First of all, I did number 1, proof of means of financial support. You get? So number 1, I put my bank statement. So my bank statement is the new statement that Canada always requested now. Canada now, they don't accept, yes, they do accept, but the verification will be, they might tell you that it's not authentic if you give them the statement, the normal statement. So to be on the safe side, upload my bank statement. My bank statement is a statement whereby you can generate through your online banking, or if you go to your bank, tell them that you want to do my bank statement. Once they generate it for you, they will ask you that which embassy are you sending it to. So that statement now, you don't have to print it. All your statements, the bank will send it directly to the embassy, and they will give you a PIN number for that. So it's that PIN number that we just upload to them. You understand? So they have all your statements. The bank has sent it to them. You understand? So they prefer that one than all these statement of account that we always upload. You understand? So my bank statement. So the first thing I did was that I uploaded my bank statement certificate. So the certificate that the bank gave me. So the certificate contained that PIN. So it is that PIN that the visa officer will use to open my statement of account. So I did that. I uploaded my bank statement in number 1. Number 2, my company CAC registration documents. You understand? I have a company that I registered in 2017. You understand? So all the documents, I uploaded it. Do you see how I did the section? A, B, C, D. All the registration documents, I uploaded everything. I wrote the page that it is. I wrote it for the visa officer. So number 3, my company bank, my bank statement. So my company too, the statement of account of my company, I put it there. So the next one, my company transaction receipts. Now my company the transaction receipts that we always do day to day. You understand? The receipts that I always issue to my customers, I put the receipts there. So in case if you don't have a company, if maybe your sponsor have company, these are the documents you have to request from your sponsor. You understand? The CAC documents, the statement of account of the company, the transaction receipts. You understand? Do you see now the next one now? My work ID card. That is my work ID card. My wife work ID card because she work in my company, right? And then my employee ID card. I uploaded it there because I stated it there that so number of people are working for me in my SOP. So I uploaded the proof. They want to see proof. Anything you talk about, you must provide proof. You must prove it that what you are talking about is true. Anything you talk about, always remember, if you talk about something, you must prove it. If you say you are a cleaner, you have to prove that cleaner, you have to show that proof. Your picture where you are sweeping like this. That is what they want. You understand? It's one, like I said, it's one thing you know what this visa officer wants. If you know what they want, it will be easier for you to give them what they want. Not about what you have. It's not about what you have, because you might have 100 things and they just need only 2 things from you. So if you didn't give them that 2 things, that 100 things that you have, they will reject your application. So like I was saying, so do you see? Award and funding from UCalgary. You understand? I still upload my funding letter. I uploaded it here too because in case if they want to say that maybe they didn't see it in that 4 section. You understand? I uploaded it here too. So no deposit require proof. So now what this means is that in my portal, in my university portal, my student portal, they wrote it there that I don't need to pay any tuition deposit. You get? So this section now, if you are paying your school fees, if you have paid part of your school fees, upload it here that this is the proof of the part of the school fees, either part or full, that you have paid. Upload it in this section. So the reason why I didn't upload mine was because they told me in my school that I don't need to pay any tuition fee because my scholarship covers my tuition fee. So I had to upload that proof here that on the portal it said that I don't need to make any deposit, any tuition deposit. So if you have paid some of your tuition fee, upload it in this portal. So the next one now, do you see? Sold property. What this sold property means was that in my statement of account, there was a money that landed in my account. You understand? That money landed in my account about 3 weeks before I printed my statement of accounts. You know, that money, if I should leave it like that, if I should print my statement of account like that, the visa officer will hold me that this is a lump fund. Where is this money coming from? You understand? Because, you know, my accounts always do like 10K, 20K, 50K, 100K, always enter my accounts. And now, 1 million just died there. They'll be wondering that, you that you always have like 100K, 50K, 70K, a million just enter. So I have to prove it where the money is coming from. You get? So the money came from one of my property that I sold. So I have to prove the evidence. Like I said, Canadian visa officer, they need proof. If you can know this logic, you will get your visa approved. Anything you talk about, anything that looks shady, give them the evidence, give them the proof. You understand? Just don't allow them to have a doubt mind about you. You get? So as I saw that the money landed in my account, feel like 3 weeks or 2 weeks before I printed my statement of accounts, I have to explain where that money was coming from. So it was one of my property that I sold. You understand? So I had to put the evidence there. Do you see? I put it there. Sold property. Number one, when I bought the property, the receipt that the family that sold the property issued to me, I put it there. Old deed of agreement between me and the previous owner, I uploaded it. Now, new deed of agreement between me and the new buyer. Do you see? New deed of agreement between me and the new buyer. The deed of agreement that me and the person that I sold my property for, the new agreement that we did, the lawyer document that we did, I put it there. So everything had to, evidence. And even my credit alert, I screenshotted it that this money is for property. The buyer wrote it there that for property purchase. So I put everything there. I put everything there. So those are what I uploaded in my proof of means of financial section. You see as I arrange everything, that everything is so clean. So if the visa officer is looking for any documents, he knows where to get them. You get? So if you have any document that related to this is the section that you need to upload them. So let me just end the video here. You understand? Let me just end the video here. Then in my next video, I will talk about the last part, which is the most important part, the client information. This client information is where you have to upload all your supporting documents, your statement of purpose and all that. I will talk about statement of purpose. I will talk about biometric, how to do a biometric, and all the documents that need to be in your statement of purpose, because this is where the real deal is. You get? So watch the next video, which is going to be the final video of this session. So subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Subscribe. I have a whole lot of content. We have a whole lot of content. So please subscribe. Please subscribe. Watch the next video.